Lee. You look stunning, of course. Please take a seat. Look at Keira Knightley. Wow, you always look incredible.
Oh, that's very kind. So do you.
OK, I read that while making your new movie, before some of the more intense scenes, before anything that was a little bit kind of, not troubling, but, you know, nerve-wracking, you would have shots of vodka.
Yes.
Is that right?
About 2 shots of vodka, but there's spanking scenes in the film. So, I might as well just get it out of the way, right?
Let's get that out of the way. Yeah. Let's relax you.
Are we ready to go?
Because I want you to relax and talk about this.
Brilliant.
OK, there you go.
That's good.
There's a shot of vodka for you right there. You fancy that? You want to take that down? Oh, I should have one as well.
Are you having one too? And then we'll get spanking.
Jesus, this is the best night of my life.
Okay. Are you ready?
Down you one?
Yeah.
She's really drinking vodka.
It is really vodka.
I'm drinking water from my bottle. I didn't know you play along with it.
That was quite a surprise.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Would you like another?
Yeah, no.
OK. So, yes, it's quite an intense film.
It is quite an intense film, and it's about psychoanalysis.
It's called A Dangerous Method.
It is called A Dangerous Method, and it's about psychoanalysis and the meeting between Freud and Jung and the patient that brought them together, and I play the patient, Sabina Spielrein.
So I didn't know this story. I knew that they were contemporaries, but I didn't know there was a woman involved who had kind of, you know, they were both aware of.
Yeah, that was the reason that Jung decided to try Freud's method out for the first time.
But when she first appears, she thinks she's mad, or she thinks she's possessed or something. I mean, she's really in a bad way.
She's suffering from hysteria. Yeah, so she is. So it's, I mean, and it's a devastating story, and what was going on with her is completely devastating, but also incredibly inspiring, because when you see her, like, at the beginning of the film, they'd completely given up hope with her. I mean, absolutely. So...
Well, I guess back then they didn't know how to treat people like that. I mean, this was before. This was the beginning of these kind of therapies. This was the first
person that went through analysis. And it managed to pull her out of herself, you know. But before that, they'd just be locked up in mental institutions.
And she went on to really accomplish stuff with her life as well, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She became an analyst in her own right. And she came up with ideas that inspired both Freud and Jung. So it's an amazing...
And what a great part to have. But, as we said, quite intense and quite demanding. When you get a part of that and you know there's going to be... Obviously, it requires a lot of kind of emotional action, but at the same time, you know there's going to be sexual scenes and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Even though it's with, you know, one of the men of the moment, Michael Fassbender. Yeah. Still, there must be one where you think, well, do I really want to do this?
I turned it down. It's David Cronenberg is the director, and I've been such a huge fan of his for years, and my agents phoned up and said, well, he's going to offer you this part, and I was 95% just yes before I even knew what it was. And then I read the script and thought it was completely extraordinary, but there were these 2 scenes, and he actually said, well, look, I'll take the scenes out, it's no problem, we'll not have them in there, because I really want you to do it. But I never thought it was gratuitous, you know, it's not... I think it was very important to have the scenes in the film. Yeah. So we just talked about it and made sure that it wasn't kind of... It's not sexy or kind of... or voyeuristic. It's quite brutal and quite clinical.
Have a look at this. This is A Dangerous Method.
Perhaps she's the one for your experimental treatment.
Tell me about the first time you can remember being beaten by your father.
It's exciting me.
And how is your little Russian patient? There was the most dramatic improvement.
Is she a virgin?
Oh, certainly.
If you ever want to take the initiative, I live in that building there. I want you to punish me.
There's a rumor you've taken one of your patients as a mistress.
Don't you think we ought to stop?
Do you want to stop?
Sometimes you have to do something unforgivable just to be able to go on living.
A Dangerous Method. That's out now. OK, so, but life is pretty good for you, because do you wear disguises when you go?
No, I've got my shirt.
So people know...
I've got my West Ham shirt, I've got my, you know, I've got all the stuff. No.
So people notice you and they don't bother you?
I don't know. Maybe they don't expect to see me there, so they don't... No, I haven't actually really been recognised when I've gone. I've gone with Ray Winston as well, that's really good fun.
Wow, well, they must recognise Ray Winston.
They definitely, yeah, because he does, like, half-time kind of interviews and stuff, so they definitely recognise him.
And I love... Actually, this is a weird thing to say, I know, but there's a commercial you're in at the moment where you're riding a motorbike. Your arse looks great on that motorbike. Can I just share that with you?
I don't know if it's mine.
What?
it might not be mine.
Someone else's?
It could be somebody. I've
Ray
had
Winston's?
other people. It's Ray Winston's arse on
So
the
they have a bottom double.
Yeah.
Which film did they have a bottom double for you?
I did a film called Domino, and you see, I've got this policy in films. I know I get spanked in this one, but I'm always like, you can have the top half, but you can't have the bottom half.
Hold it, that's like something you say in the first month of a relationship, isn't it?
Yeah. But it sort of works out quite well. But there was a scene in Domino where I was meant to do some sort of strip tease and do a bit of a dance with a thong on, and it was sexy thong dance. I was just like, it's not going to happen. So I said, could you get me a bottom, please? They went, yeah, absolutely. So I went into a room with Tony Scott, the director of that, and these 3 women came in and just dropped their trousers, and he was like, well, which one do you want? And I thought, I'm not quite sure about the etiquette of like, what do you say to the bottom double? And, like, do you go, well, I don't want that one, that one's crap. I mean, obviously you don't, because the woman's standing right there.
You're not going to be rude.
Well, you can't be rude.
What were you looking for on the bottom?
I was just looking for one that's sort of around the same shape as mine, just a bit better.
Okay.
So there was one that was, like, really amazing, and I thought nobody's going to believe that.
The boys have both perked up. I know they both... I think you found 2 men who will help you choose your next bottom.
Choose my bottom, brilliant.
And you don't touch them, you don't...
No, you don't get a feel.
So you just have a look and you say... Yeah. And then how do you break it? Do you not say at the time, you say afterwards?
Yeah, they then go out and then you discuss the bottom. I mean, it's kind of... It's tricky because do I introduce myself to, or do I, you know, and that's a bit weird if you don't introduce yourself. But the girl whose bottom it's a lovely bottom.
Have you used her again?
No, I haven't. I should keep in touch and get her for the next one. No, I haven't kept in touch with her. I should have done.
You don't know what your bottom's like at the moment. She might have let herself go.
Oh, never. It was a beautiful bottom.
Wouldn't be terrible if you hired her for the next job and it's enormous.
Enormous, no.
Right. They went, oh, you've got some body issues, Keira Knightley. That's what you think you look like from you. I love seeing your movies. I loved having you here. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Keira Knightley. Thank you so much. And your teeth were fabulous. OK, we're going to take another break. Don't go away, though. Afterwards, I'll be chatting to Tom Hardy, and we have music coming up from Dionne Warwick. You want a vodka to take?